This man is real. This man is authentic. Check it out.
For pummeling a shoeless man on the street. This is graphic. Here it is.
Hey, look. Just like.
This is bad. We gotta get out of here.
That make no damn sense, man. 3 of y'all still beating, stumping them. That ain't a gang. I don't know what a gang is. That's a gang like a motherfucker. Gang of white boys, Ku Klux Klan's undercover.
What you witnessed right there was a crime. Those police officers thought they had hidden themselves away from cameras. They thought the angle of the vehicle, their car, and that corner would protect them. But there was somebody at the precise angle needed in order to capture this criminal activity.
God always watching.
Let's put up a picture of the victim. Let's start there. The victim is Randall Worcester, 27 years of age. He was the man attacked. According to witnesses, he was sitting on the curb and talking with law enforcement officers when she arrived at the gas station. Johnson said her sister reported the man stood up like he's going to run away, and the officers tackled him. The witness thought the man seemed to be in mental health distress. The man you're looking at is charged with second-degree battery, resisting arrest, possession or possessing an instrument of crime, criminal trespass, criminal mischief, terroristic threats, as well as first and second-degree assault charges. That's according to the sheriff's office. The sheriff says he was wanted for allegedly threatening a gas station clerk in a neighborhood town. Worcester is being held on a $15,000 bond. So those cops you saw 3 cops, but those 3 cops, they work for 2 different agencies. 2 of those cops are sheriff deputies. 1 cop is a Mulberry police officer. Now, granted, they have different protocols, perhaps. They have different procedures, maybe. They have different supervisors, yes. Their training is slightly modulated for their particular position. They have different ranks. They come from different walks of life. But they all did the same thing.
Not be human?
All of them on the same page.
Not be human.
All of them. Now, one of them said, wait, guys, we don't need to do it this way. Or, hey, calm down. Now, one of them intervened. Now, one of them reported the other. Because the culture permeates beyond the policy. There's more to this story. The Mulberry police officer is now on administrative leave, pending the investigation outcome. Now, that administrative leave comes with money, ladies and gentlemen. The city of Mulberry and the Mulberry Police Department takes these investigations very seriously, holds all their officers accountable for their actions. I put up the picture of the chief here. The county sheriff is Jimmy DeMonte.
What's that, Grand Wizard?
What did you see in that video? You saw clear-cut criminal behavior. There's no explanation for that. Nobody can say, well, I need more context. We need time to look over all of the evidence. These are stall tactics that have been utilized for many, many years by law enforcement. The reality is, cop and community, the divide that exists, will not remedy itself, will not start to repair if cops are not held accountable quickly, swiftly. Wheels of justice, they have to move, I would submit, faster against those who are in law enforcement. Shame on those who are actually positioned with public trust to simply violate that public trust and get away with it or think they can. Those are the people prosecutors should say we need to make an example out of. All right, we're going to follow this story. Obviously, that's a horrific video and criminal activity. These cops need to be charged. When I posted this on social media, a guy who's a current police officer said, listen, Doc, I'm a current police officer, gave his credentials. He said, I hope these cops get charged and convicted without question, right? Okay. David, thoughts on this case?
Oh, real quickly, I'll just say that, look, even if Mr. Dorchester had committed assault, had engaged in terroristic threatening, at the moment the police officers actually pull him to the ground, they cannot repeatedly knee him. They cannot slam his head from his hair onto the concrete. It is not the responsibility of police officers to mete out punishment when somebody commits a crime. It's the justice system, the juries, the judges that do that. And anybody who thinks, oh no, the police are somehow justified, they are justified in some cases to use force to get somebody who's trying to run away, even though this was clearly a mental health crisis. But at the moment that they've got him on the ground, they cannot keep beating on him. And to me, this says that these cops just wanted to send him a lesson, even though he was probably so confused mentally about what was going on, that the only lesson is that these are some really, really bad cops.
Really bad cops. And listen, you know this, I know this. Not their first time. Not their first rodeo. First time caught, yes. First time on camera, likely. But I guarantee you, once we get all the exposure we're going to get out of this case, all of those cops are going to have a historical reality of violence against citizens. I promise you that. Happens every time.
All right. On Real Talk, that's the king.